Hi there, this is Lena's Crafty Corner. I'm doing Rachel's Roxycreations weekly challenge. I'm a week behind, week 24, and it's the pocket journal space. So I'll set my timer going, pop that out of my way, and we've got some papers out now. These were the biggest paper, well, I have some music papers that are quite big, and then I have these sort of herb pages and things, so I thought I would go with these. Now what she did was she folded them like this, left a bit of a gap, and then brought a piece over and folded them. I think she did some that weren't quite folded in half, but I'll start by folding them in, or more or less in half. I'm only going to prepare 4 because I never get more than 4 done, and it just wastes my time if I'm messing about. So I'll do that bit first. So we'll do 2 of these and 2 music papers. So let's have a look. So let's do this one as well. I think I might have to cut quite a bit off the music papers. So we'll put that to that line if I can. Help me line it up. Yep. And then we'll do that. I don't think Rachel, she didn't actually fully embellish them. She said, you know, she'd leave some so that when she knows where they're going. And that's a good idea for me, because at the minute I have got a lot of ones that have been, you know, completely finished and embellished, and then they don't always fit the journal I'm doing. So it'd probably be a good idea for me to do that as well. So these are quite a lot bigger, but I'm going to have to trim a bit off because they're a bit uneven at the ends, so that will help them. And just going to fold that in half. I got there. Oh, bits crumbled off and gone under where I was trying to fold it. So I'll just do 2 of these, like I say, because they are big and I'm going to have to cut some bits off. Right, so we'll go to there with that one. I've got a bit bigger pocket going on this top piece, a bit bigger flap on the top on that one. Right. Not quite level, but I'm going to be chopping it off, so that doesn't really matter. Just hoping I've got you. It's night time and I've got my light on, but it just seems a bit dark for me to see what I'm doing. Right, let's have a look. Let me get my cutter out and just attempt to cut. I think the others are fine. It's just the only thing I may do. No, that one's fine. That one's fine. Yeah, these are just a little bit big. How big are they? They're going to be, oh, they're all right. They're 5-inch. They're not too bad, but I am just going to cut them down a little bit. So that's just, I just want to take that rough edge off anyway, so that's fine. And then see what I do here. To there probably. Just get a bit of that edge off. And if that makes one side a little bit longer than the other, well, it doesn't really matter, does it? So let's just put that right up to there. Take a bit of that off. And it doesn't matter, there's a bit more of this showing on one side than the other, because you're not going to see them together anyway, because they're going to be sewn into a signature, unless they're the middle signature. And if they are, then I'll, you know, cover something up. So the next job is to I'm just trying to have a look what I want to do here. I think, oh no, it'll be alright as it is, like that. I'm just going to go back down there so I can see where I'm cutting, because what do I want to do here? I've forgotten already what I'm doing. Just this bit, I think. I lost it then, I couldn't think what I was supposed to be doing. You just go in either side of this to give you a little piece so that you don't, when they fold over, they don't crash into each other. But I'm just going to take a little bit more out of that, I think. Yeah. I'll just take a little bit more like that. And I think I'm just going to take a little bit down off that too. I was going to turn them over, but they are, to be honest, they're quite strong anyway and they're going to be covered. So I just didn't want a load more on there. Oh, I don't think I've got that one very straight. That's what you get from trying to... Doesn't matter if they're not level, because they're not going to be next to each other. So that doesn't really matter. Oh, it doesn't matter to me anyway. Right, let's have a look here. Yep. Yeah, that bit's alright on that one. So that's that one done. I've moved my paper bag so I can't see what I'm doing. Right, let's just give this one a bit more of a crease. So now, because I've cut one side a little bit more than the other, when I've just cut it down, one is slightly longer than the other there. But as I say, you won't see them together, so it doesn't matter. I'm just going to come in a little bit more so I can get that. I tend to do this and then have to do it again, so get me. I never get it quite enough the first time. I'm just trying to see if that one has. Oh, I have. Surprise, surprise. I usually have to go and cut it down a little bit again. But it's best to cut it down a bit and then do a bit more if you're not sure, rather than be unhappy with it if you cut too much off. But you can usually disguise most things anyway, so I am just going to fold that over so I can just see a line of where I want to cut this. I just want to sort of cut a bit off because it's just a bit too long. So I just wanted a bit off there. That's it, that's fine. Do these other two and then I can start decorating. So I've not done myself as many tonight, so to be honest, it's a while since I watched Rachel's video, and you get other things in your head, and then I'm thinking, oh, not really sure what she did with them. So I've just had a quick look, and she said, and I just went on to the bit where she said she's not covering them all completely, and I thought, oh, that's good, because I couldn't honestly remember. So as I say, that works well for me because I've got lots of ephemera and not particularly got any of the journals ready to put them in. So right, have I done that one enough? Yeah, that one's fine. Right, we'll glue them and then we'll get on with the decorating. So I think even though she's put sewing them in a signature, she did, I'm still going to cut a bit more off that because obviously you don't want your strings to catch it when you're sewing it in your signature. So we'll just cut that down a little bit more. That's fine. Then that bit, the crease is clear then. So what she did was, she did glue. I'm sure she glued. I'm saying I'm sure she did. I think she did. I'm going to anyway. I'm going to just put a little bit of glue down that middle. I am if I can get my glue to come out. So I better do it on this piece. I'm not going to put much because obviously going to be putting your signatures down there, so you're going to be sewing them in, so you probably won't need. What have I got on there? I've just realised I've done that and I haven't put my glue down here, so now I've got to try and get in to do that. That's fine, I can do it this way. If there's an easy way and a hard way, I always try it the hard way first. That's it. So that's one done. I look at this stage and think, oh, I could maybe have done 4, but I never do because something always happens along the way. I've either forgotten something or something happens. Oh, got a string of glue there, which will shut my pocket together completely. And I didn't get very near the edge, so that'll have made that pocket a little bit shorter, a bit narrower. Got bits of glue off the papers that I used, and it's got little bits on my desk and it's sticking to the backs of my papers, making them bumpy. Right, so let's do this one as well. So I'm going to do all 3 together. If I do the sides and then the middle and then stick them all down together, I've got to try and get my glue in once I've pressed one in, one down. Now I was pressing the middle in, not gluing the sides, doing this and then trying to get my glue in the sides. As I say, if there's 2 ways to do it, I'll do the hard way. That's it. And then we'll do this last one. So we've had a real miserable cold day today. It's felt very depressing. It's only been about 12 degrees today, so it's been really cold. Back in long sleeve jumpers and feeling a bit miserable. So my husband doesn't like it when it's like this because he can't get out. Gosh, I've got another piece of that. I don't know what's going on. I've washed my table down tonight and just cutting that piece has made a right mess on my desk. Now my husband can't get out in the garden, so he gets a bit fed up. I've left myself quite a gap there between the top of the pocket, so I'm going to be able to get plenty in there. I think I am going to sew these afterwards. Not sure whether Rachel did, but I imagine she probably did. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. I'll leave them ones for a minute and we'll have a go at one of these. So I've split the paper somewhere on one of these. Yeah, the paper's split a little bit there. So I am going to make sure I cover that. I do like the idea of maybe leaving a little bit of this white just because it's you know, it could be a bit of journaling space. But I'm just looking what I've got. Now this is a piece of real vintage. Look at this, how it's lovely insurance paper, like an insurance questionnaire, but this is how it has been mottled with age. So I'm going to just put a piece of that down there. Have I got any? There's no glue or anything on it. No, there isn't. So I'm just going to put a piece of that on that side there. I'm going to tear a bit off just because I want to keep that flower. And then I'm going to glue that to there. That's it. I'm going to just take a piece off this top. I'm not throwing this though because it's too nice to throw away. And just put a piece of that on there. I'm going to put it up near this top because I just want to glue where this paper's split a bit. So I do like to use some when I've got them. I don't always have the original papers that I want to use, but I've got lots of these insurance questionnaires. I got them in a bundle of stuff, so, and I got them because I love the mottled paper. Oh yeah, I really like that. And then on there, I'm not sure what I'm going to put on there. I've got, no, I don't like that on there. I've got a piece of this, might be quite nice, just a little piece of this. I think this again is from one of Rachel's kits, so I'm just going to put a little bit of that down there. So it's still nice, you can still journal on that. And then at the side of it, what have I got? I thought I had, oh, is that it? Oh, I don't like that one. I have got a piece of really nice, oh, that might look quite pretty. Just a little slither of this, because I just want to leave a bit of that pink flower there. And just put it there. Try not to overthink these, because again, I'm going to be embellishing them, you know, when I know where they're going. So I'm just trying to sort of not think too much about this first layer, because, you know, I can put something over it when I'm, but I wanted some journaling space. So we'll just have that there like that, which is quite nice for journaling on. That side's like that. And then the inside. And then obviously I can put something else on that when I decide what I want to put down there. I mean, I could do a little bit of something now, I suppose, just because we're doing the video. So I'll probably just put a little bit of this text on the sideways, like that. Yeah, quite like that. Or do I want it across that bottom? No, I'm going to do it on that sideways bit. Yeah, do that like that. And then in here, I definitely want to cover those. Let's have a look. I've got some bits here. because I've just used that one that I've got here. Let's have a look. Some little bits. This is a bit of one of my papers. I might put a bit of that. In fact, I might use a bit of that on both. Oh, I actually really love that. So I'm going to put a piece. I forget about this paper and I really love it. Yeah, I like that. Just put that up to that top, like that on there. And then I'm going to put that piece across there. They won't be seen together, so actually, no, I'm going to do that. I like that. I change my mind quite regularly. I think we all do as we're crafting, because you just see something else and think, oh, I'll put that on there. Yeah. Yeah, I like the back side of this as well, because it's one that I've used and made myself with mixed media paints and bits, and then I did a bit of sewing on it as well, so it was quite an unusual one, so I quite like it. Ooh, can't see the line, that what I don't want to go over. If I've got some bits over, I'll just have to trim them off. I think I might have a little bit to snip that off. So that's that one. And then I just want something else along there. I think I might put a bit of this. Again, this is one I've painted and just done some markings on, really, but I quite like it. I'm just going to take a bit of that white off where I've just torn it the wrong way and got a bit of the white going on. I'll have nothing left by the time I've finished. So I'm going to put that along there like that. What's this piece? Oh, that's a piece of that paper. Have we got anything else I can just use? I was just going to use a little bit of something, but I'm not sure. Oh yeah, quite like a piece of that. I don't want all this, but I just didn't want that completely with nothing on it. So I'm just going to put a piece of just some scraps that I've had left from something else I've been doing. Not even quite sure what the full page is, to tell you the truth. What's that? What else have I got for this side? Let's have a look in here. Oh, I've got a bit of this. This is quite nice with the roses on. If I do it a bit more greeny, it's a bit more neutral. Yeah, I quite like it that way. Let's have a look. I don't actually want much of that pink flower on. Well, I don't mind a bit of it on, but I don't want it all on. Let's have a look. And I can't see, that's it. So I'm going to just take that to there. Tear a bit of this down. I'm just trying to look to see that I am in frame. It's a bit too late now if I'm not. Oscar's very settled tonight, so if you've been watching my other videos you'll know that he's, you know, really poorly, and he's follows me in here because he likes to be with me, but he's got this awful cough and I just don't feel I can do a video when he's coughing all the time. Right, I want to put a bit of something just in there, just a little bit, but that's sort of on that crease, so I'm not sure how well that's going to go. I was just going to put something like that, but I think that's going to, well, we'll try it and see. So I was going to put a little bit of that there like that, and a little bit of this just along there on this one. Yeah, I think I'll go with that along there. Do I like that better, that side? Messing about when I really haven't got that much time. I don't want straight edges there, but I'm going to leave the straight edge at the bottom. That's my sewing, and I'm just going to leave that bit on. I think it was one of my first attempts at sewing just on paper, you know, hand sewing. So, oh, I'll leave that on. I just want a bit of something there. Should we just have a piece of this again? My hands are all sticky. Oh, very small piece. And just put a piece of that there. Yeah, because I've washed all my desk today. I've then just glued straight on my desk again tonight, and I'm all sticky again. Right, I want to put something on there, but I don't know what. I don't know. I might have a bit of this from one of Rachel's. I just like this piece here. If I could use a bit of this, but it's got the white edge on it, so I'm just going to get this white edge off because I don't really want the white edge. So let's just see. I'm just going to go with a piece of that on there, like that. I might even use I'm doing a bit of what goes on one side goes on the other, balancing it out, but they're not going to be together anyway, so I'm just using it up because I really like it, so I just didn't want to throw that other piece back in my scraps, so that's fine. And then I'm just going to do that like that. So that's one, and as I say, I've not actually sort of put you know, anything to embellish the top really, so quite like that. I like that for journaling space, that for journaling space, and then I'd probably decorate that. Quite like the insides of that one. So that was, I'll do a music paper because I want to make sure I get one of each done. Now here I've got quite a big bit here. I'm going to use some of this text on one of these sides. So get that across there like that. So a bit more baby talk for you. My daughter had a growth scan on Saturday, and my daughter-in-law had a growth scan today, and my daughter is way above average. Well, baby is way above average and is weighing in about £2 more for the weeks that she is, and so they're expecting a fairly big baby. And my daughter-in-law is expecting sort of a middle, you know, sort of medium range baby, sort of, you know, just a standard sort of baby. But what they're saying, he's going to have very long legs. And I said to my daughter-in-law, well, that's just like his daddy then, because his daddy, I used you know, the terry toweling nappies. I didn't use disposable nappies, and I could never keep them on him. He was so thin and skinny that the nappies just used to drop off him. You know, when they got wet, I couldn't keep them on, so I eventually had to start using disposable ones, but I didn't like them. I got used to them with my daughter because I realised how much easier they were, but with my son I liked the idea of using the terry ones. But it is definitely easier with disposable, but the terry ones were so lovely. I used to love hanging them all out on my line, and they always looked lovely and white. And as I say, second time round I thought, oh no, I'm going to go with right, let me just make sure. Yeah, so yeah, both babies are doing fine, so that's really good news. Yes, I like that one. I need something on there now, don't I? What am I going to put on there? Let me have a look. What have I got? Oh, I've got some of this really nice text. Excuse me, I'm just looking if I've got a piece already. Oh, I've got a piece here. Look, it's actually quite thick, this. Because it's the end of something, but it's got a bit of pink dye on it as well, so we'll have a bit of that on here, I think, on this side. In fact, we'll have it on this side. So let's have a look. Let's put that. Let's just take a bit of that off where I've torn it a bit. Got the white showing. Now I've changed I'm going back on this side purely because I've got text under there, so I'm going to put that there like that. And let's have a look, what else have I got here? I'm just looking for bits. Trying to find something that I like. What about a piece of this? Oh yeah, it's got some misprint on the other side, so I'll have a piece of this just across there. I don't want all the music paper hiding, so we'll do this one on here. And do that on there like that. That's fine. Just going to cut a little bit of this off here. Right, just right. So let's have a look. Yeah, so I'm not doing anything in that side there. I quite like that as it is with the music, but I want to do something on here. And I'm just looking to see what I've got. Let's look at these bits here. Oh, I do quite like a piece of this, but I don't want all this. So I'll have a bit of a collage with a bit. Oh, that's it. Quite like that. I'm going to put a little bit of that on there too. Got real pinky at the moment. I don't know what's the matter with me. I did the wedding journal and then I got a bit pinky. Don't know why, but I did. So on that same note, saying I got a bit pinky, I'm going to do a bit of that down there, but I need something here first. So let's have a look what else I've got. I'm just pulling all my bits out now because I'm not quite sure what I've got. That's what about if I tear some of that off and just put a bit of that there. Yeah, quite like that. Yeah, you see I'm only on my second one and I've only got 5 minutes to go, so I've done 4 and I'm not going to get 4 done. So I'll get this piece down. Probably get the third one started, which is usual for me. Yes, I quite like that, and then obviously put something on it. Oh, it's very sticky. Ugh, I'm sticking together. So I'll do it this way, just to do this at the side. I'm going to go with a piece of this, my salt coffee dyed paper, where you sprinkle the salt on it. I think I've almost run out of that now. I mean, this is a copy of it, but the actual original, I kept one piece to photocopy and then the rest of it I've used. So I really do want to do some more. As I say, I've got that many ideas, but it's just the time to do them. What else have I got here? I've got so many bits at the side of me. I'm not quite sure. Oh, I've got some of this lovely green. I think I'm going to put a piece of that down there. I'll put that and then probably put something else just across the bottom. Like there. Just making sure I don't get that. Just go up there like that. And then should I just take a piece of that off, and no, I don't like it. Do I like it that way? Oh, I suppose if I just straighten this up a bit. She says, making it even more crooked because my hands are covered in glue. that's it. Yes, I quite like that one. I'm just having to leave them open because they're very sticky. Right, so I've got 2 finished. I've got a little bit of time left, but I'm not going to get a 3rd one finished. So I am going to just decorate these 2 up a bit. So it's going to be a bit of a boring video. So my camera's still running, so let me just have a look. One of these, was it this one? Yeah, I just want to cover something up there. So I think I'm just going to put a little bit of, no, I was going to put, just because I had that to hand. And my time's going to run out if I have I got anything else? Let me just have a look what I've got. That's just on hand, a bit of different colour. Oh, I'll put a bit of this. It's introducing a bit of blue, but it doesn't really matter. I'll put that just... What I'm trying to do is trying to keep that pink flower in there and not take that pink flower off, but I just don't want to leave that bit of wording on there, because I'd sort of thought to myself, oh, it doesn't matter, because what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to do this one down to the page, and I thought, no, we're supposed to be sewing them in a signature. So I'm going to put that on that. So I'm just going to finish this bit off. Oh, I might have a bit to cut off there. It's just peeping over. That's it. And so, although I wasn't sure what sort of journal they're going to be in, I think it's going to be, I'm always doing nature ones, so I can use them in nature ones. So I want to put something on there. I've pulled out a load of bits here, and I'm just going to try them and see. Oh, I like that. Quite like that on there, and I've got some birds and some butterflies and things. Oh no, that's too much. I do like that against that, but then I like that, but it's a bit squarey. I like that, and I've pulled out a couple of birds. Well, pulled them out, they're here, they're all next to me, they're always about. I've just sort of dragged them down. Oh, I like that. Oh yeah, I'm going to go with that. I haven't got time to mess about, so it's just the last 5 minutes because my video went off, as it does after the 40 minutes. Yeah, I'm just going to put that on there. Oh, that's not very gluey. Oh, what's that bit? Got a bit of something there that's not got much holding it down. I think it's where I fussy cut it and thought it was important to keep it on. I'm not so sure it is, but we'll keep it on anyway. Oh, I like him on there. He does look nice, but I don't think that's the right... no, not really. Yeah, so I like that one. I think that's all I'm going to do on there. I'm going to run out of time, so I'm going to come across to this one. I want something else on there. Now I've got this butterfly because I thought, oh yeah, that's got some of the same colours in. Yeah, I do like it on that, but it's not going to fit on exactly. I'm going to have to cut a little bit of its wing off or something, because it does go with those colours. But then I could do, I've moved all my papers, they're not far from me, but just moved them little bit. Wonder if, I don't know whether I like that. Oh no, I don't like that with that. Just want something else across there. I'm going for the pink theme again, but I don't really want the pink theme. I like to keep the orangey bit in. No, I think I'm just going to go with that. That's fine. I'm just going to put that right on that edge, and then I've just got to trim just that little bit off there. That's that. Quite like that. Quite like that against there, like that. That's fine there. I've got a bit of a label there. No, not really. No. Looks alright, but no, not really. Got a bird here. Oh, that one. He's really pretty, but no, wrong colouring. I really like him, but he's wrong colouring. I've got this one here. Look at this one. Oh yeah, I do like him. Oh, I wonder if that... Oh, I think I'm going to do that. Yeah, I'm going to go with that. This is a bit delicate, this, because it's where I cut out the little bits, the legs just dangling loose, so I don't want it to, don't want to pull it off, because I'm very clumsy when I'm gluing. See what I mean? It's all loose where I've cut the pieces out, so I don't want to. Oh yeah, quite like that, and I'm just going to put that up there, I think. Do I just want half of that? I actually quite like that, just round the corner. I know it's going to go round the signature. You're not going to see it because the signature is going to sew it in, but it saves me cutting it off. So let's see where I want it on here. So I'm going to have it on there like that, and then I'm literally just going to fold it round the corner, so it just does that little bit on there and that little bit on there, and that's it. That is almost my 5 minutes up, so I'm going to leave it there. So these are the two that I did. This one, that side there. Obviously I haven't put anything in the pockets yet. I don't think I've got anything just to hand, but I will only be putting them so that they can go a bit higher than the pocket, but only so they go to the crease. And that's the back of that one. And then this one, yeah, I really like that one. And then that. And as I say, this page won't have anything to do with this page because I'm not putting them in the middle of a signature. And then I've left that one fairly plain there. But I just liked adding a little bit more pink to there. So that's it for now. So thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. I'll be back to you shortly with another video. In the meantime, keep safe and I'll see you soon. Bye for now.